couple of weeks ago, I was really sick. I could not eat, I could not drink, I could not speak, I could not even swallow my own saliva. It was that bad. I was really, really sick. And this went on for 2 to 3 days, and it was really, really bad. And people in my family, my mom and everyone else kept saying, okay, you need to go to the hospital, you need to get it checked, you need to go find a doctor and get it checked. And I really wanted to go to the ER, and everyone was telling me to go to the ER. However, we all know how expensive ER can get. Bills, it just adds up. So I thought to myself, I'll go to the urgent care instead. So at 11 or 12 at night, I was looking up the nearest and the one that opens the soonest. And I found one that opens the soonest, and I could not sleep all night. My mind was there, my heart was there. I wanted to go there, I needed to go there. I was very impatient, I was desperate. I was like, I need to go there to get help. In the morning, I, got dressed really fast and went to the urgent care. And then I got the medication from the doctor, and I felt better after I took the antibiotic. And I knew what antibiotic I needed to take because that same type of situation happened to me a couple of years ago. So I knew what antibiotic that I needed to take. However, in order to get that antibiotic, I needed to go to the doctor. I could not get it from anyone else. So I needed to go there. And what I want to say from this is, so many times we're actually running away from the source that makes us feel well. We're running away from our comfort. We're running away from the one that actually gives us protection and mends our heart. We're looking for other external things to fulfill us, to give us comfort, but we're running away from the source. When I was having trouble breathing, all I could think about was the medication. And just like that, we need to be so desperate for God's kingdom. We should be like, I cannot wait to do His work. I cannot wait to read His word. I cannot wait to listen to His word. I cannot wait to grow in my faith. I cannot wait to go from one glory to another glory. We need to be thirsty for God's work, and we need to run back to Him. If we look in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 to 29, it says, "Come to me all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And if our heart is broken, we don't need to run to the worldly things. We need to go back to the God that created the heart. We need to go back to the God that created our soul. Because nothing in our life is going to satisfy our soul. Not a big house, not a big car, not a fancy car. Nothing's going to satisfy our soul except the one who created it. So, in every circumstances and every situations, even in our mistakes, even when we fail, we need to run to God. Because He's the one who created us, and He's the source of everything.